Hello, hello, hello. Good day, everyone. Good day indeed. Let's see if we can get this going. Good morning. What a pleasure to be alive. Hopefully, everyone can hear me. Let me know if you can. Let me get the show rolling, okay? Let's get things going. What is up, Sarah Knight? Good morning. Good morning, Sarah Knight. Missed the showtime. Here we go. Everyone's together live with Don Casanova. The adventure begins. There you see it on your screen. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun morning. Can you imagine 30 seconds into this thing, Geppetto starts piping off. Just before I started, I checked the plates. The kitty was sleeping. Both of them were curled up, comfortable, sleeping. I said, nothing is amiss. These cats look like they're going to be good for a nice hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who knows? They won't be up for a while. Literally right now, he starts piping off. He wants wet food. Geppetto wants wet food, okay? I'm going to have to give him some soon because he won't put up with this for very long. Good morning, Bruno. It is a pleasure. Cylinder of Leaves is here. Let me know if I'm too loud, too quiet, anything. We're starting off very mainstream. We're in the Islands of Adventure right now. As you can see, Citypedia put this video up. And we're looking at one of these walkthroughs. I got addicted to these things. What's up, Rat King? I got addicted to these walkthroughs of theme parks during lockdown. This is all I was doing, was sitting in my living room watching these things. People walk around theme parks when there still were people walking the earth. And now, these things I think got crazy. I mean, everyone was watching these, right? It was an absolute industry rose up. A niche video industry, niche video. But now, who knows what's going to happen? These people walking around at these theme parks are going to have a hard time with business because anybody can do this. You can walk outside right now and do this if you want. But we're here doing it the old school way, the lockdown way. What is up? Frosty Mug is in the house. Hey-o to you. This is going to be a good morning. Geppetto was up to hijinks. Very nice, Wormhole. Very nice. I need to get a drum kit in here. I need a snare. That was good. Don, we need you to do a walkthrough of Universal Studios or Disneyland. Showtime, story time with Game. I'm thinking of becoming one of these theme park cronies. You see these people on YouTube? There's a whole bunch of them. It's a very competitive industry. I'm thinking of going in there like a mad dog and becoming a theme park crony. I mean, I literally live 10 minutes away from Universal Studios. Do you know what kind of blessing that is? I could be doing this. I could be going to theme parks every single day. I'm seriously considering this. That's not a joke. I know you know I joke a lot. But this is very serious. Let me see. Making sure I'm keeping up with everyone. GC Diddy in the house. 53 months. Thank you. Uzi Suicide 666. Nice to see you. Can't wait for Epic Universe. We're all looking forward to Epic Universe for sure. Can you imagine? I've never been to any of the southern Florida theme parks in my life. I've never been here. I've seen some walkthroughs, but I haven't. This is a nice one, actually. Look at this area we're in right now. Anybody know where we are in Islands of Adventure right now? This is an awesome looking coaster. I love that it goes over this pool of water. This lake of about 4-inch deep water. Do you see that's 4 inches deep? So this thing pops off the tracks and you hit that water. The water isn't doing you any favors. Water and concrete will seem one and the same if things go awry there, if things become Final Destination 3. Final Destination 3, one of the best roller coaster death scenes. Absolutely. Have you seen the DVD? I think it was on the DVD. It wasn't even Blu-ray. Choose Your Own Death. Final Destination 3 had Choose Your Own Death. You got to flip a coin. They shot extra footage. I don't know if this has ever been done before. It's unbelievable. You could watch multiple deaths play out. You get the home version of this thing. We're on the walkway. Thank you, Wormhole. I'm aware of that. I'm just wondering which section of the walkway. Sarah Knight's been here. A lot of people have been here. I think Busch Gardens. I'm glad you bring that up, Wormhole. I've already got it preloaded in one of the other tabs. Here's what I want to say, though. We're starting off very mainstream as you can get, Universal Studios. But by the end of this thing, I want to be weird. I'm hoping some of you will suggest to me some strange. I've watched lots of stuff. They got theme parks in Transylvania, all kinds of stuff I've seen. So I've seen some wild stuff. Look at the amount of claw machines. Do you have any idea how happy I am that we're walking into an arcade right now? This was not planned. Who knows? There may not be an actual arcade machine in this entire thing. It may all be Redemption. I've seen a lot of Redemption. I love that fishbowl game. Do you know when I used to work at another place, every single lunch break I took, I would go to Dave and Buster's. I would go to Dave and Buster's and play redemption games. I went through a redemption phase. It was a good year and a half where every single lunch break I went to Dave and Buster's. The collection of Star Trek cards I have from those coin pushers, those coin pusher machines, I probably have, and some of these things are rare. I probably have several $1,000s worth of Star Trek coin pusher cards. I am not kidding. That's a little nest egg I do have. King's Island, King's Dominion, that's what Uzi Suicide. Is that where we were? I don't even know what the heck that is. That's how foreign this place is to me. God, I can't wait to go one day. One day, I'm going to go on a big trip to South Florida, and I'm going to hit multiple theme parks. My goodness, will that be a glorious time. Very excited. Oh, this is nice. Screaming Argonaut linked a park map, it looks like. That's helpful. Thank you. I've never been to Disney Paris. That would be a cool walkthrough. Yeah, Rat King. Now, what happened? So there was Euro Disney, but then Disney Paris? Is that what happened? Where the heck was Euro Disney? Because that place went kaput several decades ago, right? Or something? I don't know the whole story. We can load up Disney Paris later if you want. One thing I want to do before I start taking suggestions, I have a ride loaded up already, preloaded ride. We're going to take this together. It was being built during the pandemic, so I was keeping a close eye on it through these videos. People that are brave enough to forage through the theme parks on days that they did open, they would take footage of this thing being constructed. And I said, one day I'll ride this thing virtually. One day I'll watch a video where I get to ride this thing. And one day I'll be able to really ride it for real, too. Client Devils in the house? Are they here? Someone, MXA is calling Client Devil. Euro Disney is in Paris. Wait, so it's the same thing? Euro Disney is Disneyland Paris. What happened then? I thought they went bankrupt and shut down. Did they reopen? I don't know what the story. I just remember I was a little kid. I remember hearing about Disneyland Paris got shut down. They went out of business. It was very sad. I don't know why they were telling a kid something like this. Look at that. The baby drops the stuffed animal and the guy saved it. They would have been back at the hotel room. Did you see that moment? Those people would have been back at the hotel room and they said, where the heck's this $85 teddy bear we bought you, darling? And the little baby would have said, I don't know. Look at Captain America. Everyone's out in force. A beautiful day at the park. This is a nice amount of crowd. You got a lot of space around you, but there's a good amount of people. I like being around people like this. Just I don't like to be, jammed up like I'm trying to fight my way to a mosh pit. I have watched Honored Uniform asking the question, Don, have you ever watched people doing walkthroughs of abandoned theme parks? That was another thing I did during the lockdown. I watched a lot of walkthroughs of abandoned theme parks, I got into the abandoned videos, locations, all kinds of strange theme parks, water parks too. I went through this bootleg water park phase. They got a bunch of these sort of illegal water parks, or at least I don't think they're sanctioned because they're very dangerous. You're sliding essentially through mud troughs dug in, the side of a muddy canyon with tarps laid down. I mean, a very unorthodox kind of things, but they have some thrilling setups. I got into those. But if you have any suggestions, I will be taking suggestions later. For any rides you want me to see, any theme parks you want me to check out. Before we do that, we're getting to the carnival games. I didn't even pay attention. I got distracted in the arcade. Was there a single real video game in there? I doubt it. Why would they waste their time with that, right? Only pulling in a quarter at a time. The redemption machines. Oh, 2 misses. I was hoping we would get father and son dropping a shot next to each other. Could you imagine if timing worked out like that? But that would be very difficult. That would be unusual. Abandoned malls. Very into abandoned malls. That's another thing I may end up doing. If there wasn't so much travel involved, I would like to explore abandoned malls and get into that video market. Abandoned mall cronies. Have you seen these people? They're very successful. Walking around malls. Father and son airballs. Yep, we saw it live. Cabana Bay. I should stay at Cabana Bay, incredible hotel, and cheap. I love the sound of that wormhole. Well, let's check out Cabana Bay later. Remind me of that, okay? I'll be asking for that. Heathcliff is underrated. Is Heathcliff licensed? Oh, yeah, now we're going through the Bazaar licensed. Is that Kathy? We just saw a licensed Kathy. I don't want to rewind this because we're just going forward here, but I swear to God, I just saw a Kathy licensed property universe. What the heck was that? Was that just a store? I hope it was a ride or an experience. Can you imagine there's still this much Kathy merch being sold to keep that place afloat? I saw Betty Boop, but right before that, that was Kathy. I'm pretty sure. I loved comics when I was a little kid. People love to go to Century 3 here in Pittsburgh because of Dawn of the Dead. I love everything about that statement. I want to check that out later. I have no idea what Century 3 is. I've never even heard of it. Oh, yeah, Super Mario World's going to be fun. I've got some coffee and some tea. Double fisting hot liquids. Very nice. Monroeville Mall. Yeah, Hagar, the Horrible. Dilbert's there. Who knows now? Controversial. They're probably shutting that thing down. They're going to take... Oh, Dagwood, a sandwich shop. That's Dagwood. This is awesome. This is Dad Land. This is like Grandpa Land or Dad Land. I don't know what you'd call this. They got a bunch of old, defunct comic book characters here, and I love it that they're still in business. A Dagwood sandwich shop. I remember being a little kid reading Dagwood. It was a comic about a guy that ate sandwiches. In the middle of the night, I think. Toon Lagoon. All right, I don't know if you hear this cat, but it's going absolutely bonkers. So I'm going to feed the cat. After I feed the cat, Geppetto, I should say. Excuse me. After I feed Geppetto, let me know if I'm too loud. After I feed Dilbert, controversial? I think it is. I think Scott Adams is mired in controversy now, McCulloch. So, oh, look at this water. I love a good riverboat ride. Look at this. This looks fun. Oh, see this. I wouldn't mind going on a POV of something like this later with you guys. I do want to go on some POV rides, so we do have to move on. We can't watch this forever because this could take up the whole entire stream. But I do want to actually get on some rides with you. So maybe a good POV ride of something like whatever we just saw. That doesn't count as a log ride. What is that called? It's like I've done the one at Disney California, I think has one kind of like that. This is the best rapids ride. It's just a river rapids. Yeah, that's just river rapids splash ride, something like that. This is cool. I'm good. Thank you, Sarah Knight, for confirming that. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for being here. I hope you're feeling good this morning. Or today. It's not morning anymore. The day is rolling by. All right. Let me go feed this cat. I'm going to be right back as fast as possible while you watch this. Tell me if I miss anything cool. Oh, there's a tube ride coming up. And after that, we're going to hop on the ride that I've preloaded. And then maybe we'll do another couple of things real quick that I've preloaded. Then we'll go to your suggestions. We'll start writing some stuff. This is going to be sick. This is going to be sick as hell. All right. I'll be right back. Stand by. Better mute this. Alrighty, that was very fast, wasn't it? Now we're going to have audio. I didn't put the audio on this, which I guess I could have. I just didn't know if this person was going to be talking the whole time or not. Citypedia. It doesn't look like it. I'm pretty sure this is just a raw walkthrough and they're not commenting, but I'm going to have the audio on these other rides, so in case he gets... It was quick, Screaming Argonaut. The only reason I was able to feed Geppetto that fast was I had the can already opened. I had fed him half. This is one of the reasons why I thought he wouldn't interrupt the stream. I had the can pre-opened. I had fed him half earlier. I had the rubber cap on it, so all I needed to do was go in there, pop the cap, dump it, chop it up into bite-sized pieces for him. You know, it's a brick of pate I just gave him. And he's high on the hog now. Swearing like crazy in this vid? It's possible. Oh gosh, Universal Florida. I mean, they already have so many great rides and parks. Don't they have 5 or 6 theme parks down there? I mean, you could spend a lifetime there. You could literally live there. They talk about people living on cruise ships when they retire. I'm just going to go live in some alleyway behind, in between all these Universal parks in South Florida. That's where I'm going to live when I retire. I'm going to live in a catacomb, probably a network of alleyways between the Universal theme parks. That would be sick. I just thought of that right now, but I love that idea. I hope I remember that when I'm senile with the drool cup. You know what I'm saying? 2 with a third being built. Here's a pirate rides from the Europe theme park in Germany. Okay, story time. Look, I'm gonna load this link. We're gonna move on. Whoa! We're gonna move on now. Hold on now. It's gonna have a whole ad. Let me try to protect your eyes. Oh, you're getting spoilers now. Let's go back to Island of Adventures. I'm going to preload. I don't have this set up well, as you can see, so this is absolute chaos. This is a long ad, huh? Could I skip it? Yeah, I guess I could. All right, there's a lot of political. We're being inundated with political information at this point. There's votes coming up. There's a vote coming up if you haven't already mailed it in. All right, the ride I want to go on this first is here. The Velocicoaster. Did that have audio on it the whole time? I hope not. The Velocicoaster. I have coaster credits. Look, I've been to Six Flags. I used to be a hardcore Six Flags junkie. Magic Mountain's a very good theme park. I've been to all the theme parks in Southern California for the most part, I think. But in terms of coasters, just Six Flags in terms of extreme coasters, I've been to a couple of like local parks, regional kind of parks that have some cool coasters. But in terms, probably the biggest coasters I've been on, I think, are Six Flags Magic Mountain, which I guess have some good ones, but probably I don't think they hold a candle to something like what we're about to see right now, the Velocicoaster. They were building this during lockdown, and I was keeping an eye on these concrete footings being poured, all kinds of stuff. No audio on that. Thank you, MXA. Ohio parks. I know in the middle of the country, the Midwest, all kinds, out there, you just walk long enough through a field of grass, and you arrive at the most insane roller coasters. This is what I've heard about places like Ohio. Come to Pittsburgh. We'll take you to Kennywood. Oh, that sounds fun as hell. And I wouldn't be too far from my precious Philadelphia Eagles, would I? We could go tour the Link, maybe? Is it a far drive to get to the Link from Pittsburgh? Is that an offensive question to ask a Pittsburghian? I hope I haven't offended you. But I would love to go to Kennywood. That sounds fun. I've always wanted to go to Kennywood and Dollywood. Those are 2 parks that you say, they sound like I'd be sleeping on a bench somewhere in this park, but you know what? I bet they'd surprise me a lot. They're probably fun. Yeah, old-fashioned. Exactly. That's a good way of saying that, Uzi Suicide. But they're probably fun. I like a lot of old-fashioned things. All right, so let's get going because time is passing. We're going to get ready. Strap in, everyone, okay? Shut your eyes and plug your ears if you have motion sickness because we're about to ride the Jurassic World Velocicoaster. One day I will do this in real life, but this right here I think will be pretty thrilling. This is Universal Orlando Resort posted this, as you can see. Let's give them credit. So this is official. Wow, this is going to be good. A POV, an official POV video of this thing. I have not seen this thing in motion at all, but I watched several months of construction. Busch Gardens, I have preloaded. I want to watch some of that render. I've heard very good things. Everyone's pumped. Client Devil's in. Sarah Knight's in. Keep your arms and legs in. I love raising my arms on a roller coaster. Even a ride that's not a roller coaster. Is that obnoxious? People get annoyed with that, right? When you go down a little tiny thing and someone raises their arms. People I know in the back rows have wanted to. They get very upset. So I'm sorry if you were behind me. But every time you can simulate at all, get your heart floating up in the air. I love that sensation. I probably should have been a bird, I really should have been a bird. Here we go, everyone. Strap in. Let's experience the Velocicoaster together. Hopefully it won't be too loud. Let me know if the Velocicoaster sound is too loud. Okay, it doesn't sound too loud yet. Here we go. Story time with Gabe is in. Oh, it's one of these that shoots off like a friggin' rocket. Here we go through a nice little corkscrew there. Does that count as a corkscrew? Maybe not. Oh, that was certainly a corkscrew, wasn't it? Wow, upside down now the other way. Holy smokes, your neck is just sort of getting whipped back and forth at this point. Ah, the little tunnel. Look at these cliffs and everything. The terrain we're traveling through, I can't quite identify what movie. Oh, there was a velociraptor right there. That thing almost clipped me too. Does the music play while you're on this thing? Okay, for a second I thought that was it, and I was going to be very disappointed. Oh, I'm glad it's still going. I love that one. Arms up. Woo! Yeah, now here's a real corkscrew. Oh, an extended corkscrew. You hung upside down for a second over the water. This has a little bit of everything. More water. That was what I watched. I watched those concrete footings being poured right there. I saw a lot of that, those concrete footings being poured. Woo! Oh, and that's a little, going over that little bump with that kind of speed, you know all your organs are just sort of gliding around in your body. That must be it. There's got to be something here, though. A velociraptor's got to pop out at some point. And I didn't see a lot of dinosaurs, right? Are you a velociraptor in this? What's happening? That was it. That was it. Okay, so some unexpected things. Some unexpected things. I expected more velociraptors, but now I'm thinking maybe we were the velociraptor. I don't know how we were flying through that, flying through the air though. Oh look, we're at Jurassic Park. This is Jurassic World now, I guess, right? Yeah, there it is. Jurassic World. This is similar to the one in Los Angeles. That's why I could identify it, but it is different. It's not the identical. That's a very fun ride. I think they remade that one as World as well in Florida. Pretty sure they did. We had no audio the entire time, Rebirth Crusader has informed me. Oh, what a bummer. Now, why would that be? Because I thought I tested that. Before. We're playing it here. Oh, my bad. We'll do it again. Here we go. Do you have audio now? Let me know if it's too low. Video volume is low. Here we go. Oh, everyone has audio. Let me know if it's too loud. We're going again with audio. It's a lot better with audio. Oh, and we can appreciate it a second time, can't we? Maybe I'll see more dinosaurs this time. If this music, I think this music is actually blasting out of speakers behind your head on the ride, and I love that. There's the only dinosaur I saw. I love that when it's that kind of thing. Oh! When it corkscrews up and then you're facing up, but it goes like more than vertical. Woo! Look at that beautiful water. I wanted to put it in theater mode. The only thing is, I guess I could, but I want to give credit to who's posting these. That's the only reason I'm leaving that on. Let me know if that's a mistake. Universal needs the... They do. I don't want to get sued here, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so we did it with audio. How was the volume? Whoops. How was the volume ratio of the ride to my voice there? Was 1 too loud, so that next time hopefully it'll be better. It was good. Comfy. Everyone was happy. Excellent. Okay. Yes, a streamer's code, exactly. We don't want to be just so that's why I don't want to put it, because I'm worried, you know, even if I give it at the beginning, I say, oh look, Citypedia gave this video, and then we put it in theater mode, and then someone else joins, and they go, Citypedia joins, and go, what the heck is this guy watching my video without giving me credit? I said I did 5 minutes ago. They sure you did, liar. That kind of situation. Okay. Alf himself has linked a video of the only proper roller coaster I've ever been on, not my video either. I trust you, Alf, so I'm going to click on this, but we probably won't watch it yet. We're going to put it up in the queue. We do have a queue. Oh, Lord. There's going to be this thing, 3, 2, 1. We're going to skip it real quick. All right, you saw too much. Theme park review. All right, this looks legit, so we will get there. Next, we saw Islands of Adventure. We saw the Velocicoaster. Tell me if this is a waste of time. I wanted to go to Avatar Land boat ride. Is this a waste of our time? This seems very loud. Let me turn it down a little. Tell me if this is... Whoops. Oh, no. Tell me if this is a waste of time. Well, it looks like we're starting in the queue. Oh, this might be edited. We might jump around, so it may not be the entire ride. I've never been on this. Isla raves about it. These are nice watercraft here. These boats look very nice. I've actually never taken this whole ride. Is it long? I better check. Can't be that long, right? 7 minutes. It's pretty long. Who knows if we'll make it all the way through. Oh, Isla prefers the flight sim ride. Okay. Yeah, let me know if this is too boring. We'll jump to something else. But it looks interesting. That's black light up ahead, I believe. I believe that's black light, which I love. All of the little Rockstar logos on my pocket right here would be glowing right now. Oh, blacklight waterfall. Ah, Mahi 123. Never seen this before either. Look at this. We're in a beautiful blacklight cave. Look at this. Oh my gosh. The reflections of the water rippling in black light. What is that? Are there bats over there? A bunch of mushrooms. There's a Navi. Can you go full screen? I want to go full screen, but I'm afraid Attractions 360 did this. Okay, I'll go full screen, but we got to remember Attractions 360 did this. Let's keep giving them credit. Oh, they've got a watermark, so I think we're okay, actually. Maybe that watermark will stay. There we go. That's legit now, isn't it? Proper credit. Oh, and look at that. They have the nice integrated screens. This is one thing I want to say. People are always so hard on Universal for so long, saying Universal just repurposes their rides. You know what I'm talking about? Simpsons, or, you know, Back to the Future to the Simpsons, etc., etc. Disney does this as well, you know, not repurposes, but the 3D integration with using screens and all of this. There was a lot of criticism at Universal for a while. They've come very close in design on their rides. Disney has become closer to some techniques Universal used, and Universal has come closer to the quality that Disney has used, I think. But this kind of projection screen stuff everywhere, Universal really innovated this kind of stuff. Disney did a lot of it too, I guess, but for a while it was seen as being a very cheap effect, but now you can see it's just glorious. How they integrated in the little creatures crawling around on top of the leaves is what I'm talking about. What's up, Monster MJ? I guess you have good, there's great theme parks all over the world though, right? I mean, this is beautiful. Killer DLS enjoying this. Look at the, oh gosh, everything, just the incandescent glow. All the little lights. To see this in 3 dimensions must be absolutely mind-boggling. Look at the, I love just looking at all the little nicks and crannies. I like that little glowing hole down there. Even if you spot a light socket in there, I like that. And those screens, I assume, are 3D in the distance. Are you wearing glasses on this ride or no? Maybe we'll see someone. No glasses. So those screens, do they have a 3D effect to them? Does that, or does it kind of look like a, just like a painted backdrop? Looking off in the distance there looks marvelous. Oh gosh. And the music comes in. Look at the real lily pads floating there, it looks like. Not really too much of a 3D effect. But it looks realistic. Yeah, if you're on it, it's a good effect. Because it's in the distance there. There you see it. It's just a painted wall, basically. A wall in motion. But it has a nice effect. Oh, Monster MJ, that would be fun. I recently, because I went through a Monster MJ asking to stream JP Evolution. I didn't even play JP Evolution for a little bit, but I hopped on the other day. And I was working on my Biosyn park a little bit. The way they did that Biosyn, I appreciate a lot of the Biosyn expansion, but a lot of it, it makes it tough to get into and enjoy. They work against you in a lot of ways, but it's a fun area. I'm glad they put it in. The authenticity of the Biosyn expansion in terms of just everything there that's in the movie is very fun to play with. Look at the animatronics on this thing. It is absolutely stunning. Even if that's the only thing it does all day long, just that few moments of motion is... Wow, I mean, the fingers and everything there are going. Have to play the DLC too. Yeah, a lot of DLC is great, but if you're into the movie a lot, Monster MJ, that Biosyn stuff is very cool. Just for the authenticity of all the stuff they put in there. Rogers Bay saying, wow, the animatronic, this doesn't do the animatronics justice. So much cooler in real life. I'm going to go one day, Rogers Base, 100%. I don't know if you're here earlier, I actually thought of the idea. I'm going to retire in South Florida. I'm going to live in the network of alleyways that are between all the I'm assuming they have alleys. Do they have alleys in Florida? We have a lot of alleyways in Los Angeles, but I don't know if there's alleyways in Florida. Tell me if it's too loud. It feels loud in my ear. If the next B-Boy 20, if the next avatar can animatronic some of the Na'vi. Okay. Here for, thank you. We're happy. I gotta take a schluck of coffee. Oh, that was the end. Oh, so truncated experience, everyone. Just when we were getting what a burn. Oh, what a burn that. But talk about it. Was this official? This was Retractions 360 that did it. So what a burn. We were in that deep. I was in that. That thing could have gone for another 45 minutes and I probably wouldn't have clicked off because I was in it. That was cool. Wow. So the Avatar riverboat ride is something I have to go on for sure. That was way cool. The swamplands means much less density or the buildings would collapse. Okay, Rogers Base. We do have oh, you're in Florida. We do have a lot of alleys in LA. Oh, no, you're in LA. For a second, I was like, what are you doing in Florida? We have a lot of alleys in LA, but I'm sure there are some in Florida. And there we go. Great retirement idea. Yeah, Rogers Base. I was saying, people retire on a cruise ship, make the most of it, just sort of live a life of joy. I'm living there between the theme parks, walking distance from all these different theme parks. I think that'd be fun way to retire and affordable. Wouldn't cost you a lot of money. The weather's nice in Florida as far as I know. From Locke, joining the party. Welcome. All right, look. Now I preloaded Busch Gardens. Uh-oh, I got to adjust this again. Excuse me for this, but we need to give credit to Theme Park Review. Posted this video. Every roller coaster at Busch Gardens, Tampa. I've always heard great things about the Busch Gardens coasters, and I thought we could watch a little bit of this. I don't even know. This is 13 minutes. We probably won't watch the whole thing. It's already 12:30. Housing in Florida is much cheaper. I hear a lot of people buying houses in Florida. I would. Story time with Gabe. He can see me retiring on a cruise ship. That was my original plan. But now this alleyway thing, I'm thinking, because retiring on a cruise ship is maybe affordable for what it is, what you're getting, but it's not cheap still. There are a lot, it is pricey to take these 102-day cruises. I think it's something like the longest I've seen you can book, and you got to just keep booking those. Pre-book a bunch of 102s back to back. And that's basically a little more than 3 months, I guess, right? Florida has way too many toll roads. Miami probably has an alley, Rinder says. What about a boat home? I don't like the idea of that, from Locke. I just know something would happen. This thing's going to sink. I'm very nervous about because boat home is small, right? A cruise ship can't sink. Those things don't sink. But houseboats, I think, sink all the time. I'm very nervous about waking up in my houseboat and just, wanting to go to the restroom in the middle of the night and just getting up, and I put my feet into ankle deep of water. I say, oh no, this is going to be a tough day now. What's happening? I know that would happen to me. All right, what am I doing? Let's watch this roller coaster here.
Here we go, guys.
Uh-oh, now this involves voices, so I may have to turn it down a little, okay? I apologize. We're going to lower that. Sorry, Tampa Bay. Sorry, Theme Park Review. I'm going to turn that off just because it's going to be hard to hear two voices at once. And right away, this thing starts looping around. Holy smokes. And that kind of stalled at the top, too, a little bit. Your gullet kind of hangs. And look at this. Another loop. So these guys aren't pulling any punches. This is what you're talking about. Now, that was a proper corkscrew. That wasn't like one of those weird improvised corkscrews that the Velocicoaster was pulling off. That last thing we saw was an old school corkscrew. Okay. Not a massive amount of speed on this thing compared to the Velocicoaster, though, right? But, and that's another one, nice one. I guess it's going to be tough to go up against the Velocicoaster for any of these guys, though. I haven't looked at the stats, but I imagine the Velocicoaster, right? Brand new Velocicoaster. This thing has to set some speed records for a roller coaster. Bengal Party. Been to Busch Gardens, Tampa, and it's beautiful. So much green and wildlife throughout the park. That's what I love. That's what I don't like about Six Flags. Even on these themed roller coasters, oh no, I'm apologize for this disaster. Even on the themed roller coasters, uh, there's no set design. There's no, you're not put into it, you're not immersed in a world. And so even here, even though you're not in a world, you're in a world, because look at the greenery. I see what you're saying. I mean, it's a beautiful environment you're in. You're on the, look at the Wonder Woman coaster that they just finished. Six Flags. You're on a concrete slab. You're flying around this painted track just like this on a giant concrete slab. Nothing else. No decorations. Nothing. You say, okay, I guess I'm Wonder Woman. I guess I'm Wonder Woman. That's it. And I'm flying around Six Flags. I love when they immerse you a little bit. That's one of the reasons why I'm not really a coaster junkie, though. I like more like rides at theme parks because I like to be put into the world more. And as much as I love a thrill, now that was nice. That was an upside down loop-de-loop. So your feet, everything was floating up the other direction, which is nice. You used to your heart being, kind of floating up into your throat. There, your heart was being compressed into your spleen, but that feels pretty good when you're upside down, I'd imagine. This is Montu. Oh, is this the name of that ride? Montu? Okay, that looked fun. So far, so good with Busch Gardens. I love it. Oh, now this is extreme. Here we go. Just the vertical height of this one. Holy smokes. That's not where it starts, obviously, at the top. But a great place for them to start the video. This is in some intense speed now. Now, this is what we're talking. To me, this feels like Velocicoaster speed, maybe even faster. This is crazy. And the nice, beautiful purple track. It looks like a wide track, probably so the cart doesn't go flying the hell off into outer space, I imagine, with these kind of speeds. Oh, and I like this. I don't know if they're done building this thing or not, but I like sometimes when they look like they're under construction like this one does. You see what I'm saying? It looks like it's all framed, like they haven't even stained the wood or anything. It's just this lumber they built this thing on. I kind of like that sometimes, which is odd, right? Because you say, hey, I thought you want to be immersed. Well, that's a version of immersion. It's like in casinos. A lot of times you go into a casino, it's partially under construction. The casino's halfway under construction. You're sitting there at the dropping silver dollars into the slot machine. You look over and there's like a tarp, with construction guys coming out of it. I kind of like that sometimes. This is a hybrid coaster. It used to be an old wooden coaster. Then they got RMC to retrack it and turn it into a hybrid. Super cool. Talking about the last coaster, of course. So that's why it had that look. I like when they do that. They did that on, what the heck is the name? I can't remember the name of the one they did that with, I believe, at Magic Mountain. All right, so these are coasters. These are just extreme coasters. Busch Gardens I love because I love this tropical vibe I'm seeing everywhere, this lush jungle vibe. So I definitely want to go here for some thrills. Oh, look at that. I love how much the amount of real estate that these coasters are cover is nice, too. The footprints of the coasters at Magic Mountain are not huge. They're not like this. I mean, look at this. We're not looping around on turns. We just went probably a couple miles in one direction. I like that when they cover a lot of square footage. Nitram is saying, yeah, Six Flag Batman coaster. I like that one a lot. Yeah, that long stretch. I like the Batman coaster a lot. I don't know if they still do it, but they did a thing before on the Batman coaster where you go down close to the floor and they actually carved out sort of like, shallow swimming pool sort of concaves or whatever it would be. And they used to fill it with fog, like that cooling fog. At least at night they would do that. This is a long time ago. I think they stopped doing it. And I remember, and so you'd go low, and when you'd ride through, your feet and would sort of kick up the fog, all the fog, a little mist of fog would like kind of kick up around you. It was such a thrill. The sky in Florida, is there anything like it? I mean, look at that sky. Frigging hell. Story time with Gabe, taking vacation in December. Good time to get away for a while. Yeah, Disney does some great stuff with perspective. You're right, Wormhole. Talking about turning roller coasters into mountains, sort of giving you fooling the perspective. All right, we saw this one. We're going to move on. We only have 20 minutes left, so I got to start writing some of these recommendations of yours. Right now, I have loaded up. I think the first one that came in, remind me who told me to do this. This is the Fujiyama roller coaster in Highland, Japan. This is going to be good. Someone said this is like the best coaster on earth. What was the thing about this? Who sent me this one? Japan has 1 million small theme parks. All right, well, let's start watching this thing. Let's see if we got some audio on this one, what the deal is. This is Theme Park Review. Put this up again, so they may be talking. We'll see if Theme Park Review is talking. Oh, they're talking. All right, we'll have to ride it in silence. Oh, I love the weather. Whoa, look at that coaster over there. That looks kooky. Now, what's going on here? We're in some kind of odd craft, and it seems to be vibrating a lot. And we're going to get hooked on now to the chain here. Here we go. Cylinder of Leaves, enjoying the coasters, enjoying traveling around to some parks virtually together. Look at that sky. To be on a coaster and feel like you might get struck by lightning in real life is a very thrilling thing. I actually do love that. Usually they shut a park down when there's a storm like this, I thought. But geez, look at this. They don't care. They say, you know what? Ride it, ride it. Ride the lightning, baby. B-Boy knows what I'm talking about. Absolutely. The photo pass or the ride photos. I'll buy individual ride photos. I don't mind dishing out $30, $35, $40 for a ride photo if it's a nice one. But I don't go nuts and buy every single one. It's got to be a good snap. It's got to be a good picture. Full screen it. Okay, Theme Park Review put this up. I just want to make sure you all know that. We're going to full screen it. But please remember, Theme Park Review. This is Theme Park Review's video. Whoops. I'm messing something up. We're about to go down this thing. Wow, look at this. Above all those buildings. I love being so close to the buildings. Watermark in the right-hand bottom, was there? Oh my God, there's a lot of vibration. I don't see the watermark. There's a lot of vibration here. Just beautiful countryside and the weather. Here we go, another big drop. So this thing has some insane vertical height. I mean, just insane height on it. Wow, look at that parking lot was only half full. There we go. Nice, smooth kind of. I mean, there's a lot of vibration on the cameras, but these dips look very nice and smooth. So far, I'm not seeing anything too extreme. The watermark is black. I don't even see it. Whoops. This is Theme Park Review. Okay, this is Theme Park Review. The mountains in the back remind me of Dollywood. There are these kind of mountains around Dollywood? Wow. Rogers Base was actually on the Raging Bull at Six Flags Great America when they issued a tornado warning and lightning hit our car. What? Lightning hit your car? Come back? It's just a melted pile? Or what was it? We were already in the park and couldn't stop the coaster, so we literally rode through it while freaking out, thinking we were going to get hit again. Nothing will ever top that coaster experience. What a story. That's so freaking awesome. I would love that too. You know, they already press go and you're like... That's like in Jurassic World, you know, the first one when they shut down the gyrosphere ball ride. The guy says, "Oh, no one else can go. It's too damn." And then, you know, people are already out there on the I said, I wish I was on one of those gyrospheres. That is a sick story. So what did the car look like? What does a car look like after it's struck by lightning? I mean, there must have been visible damage other than obviously all the electronic components were melted were absolutely melted. Okay, the Rat King. So that was a cool coaster. That was the whole thing, right? The Rat King has shared something as well. This is my favorite coaster. Ride starts at 6:13. Okay, we'll take a look at it. Look, we're going to link this one up now that Rat King sent. We've got an ad. Okay, we're going to skip this. We're going to get shut down with all these ads, huh? 613, they said, or something. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, this looks sick. Hold on. I'm gonna pause it here because we can't go out of order now. Someone else wanted me to watch this first. I need to keep up. Amazing Pirates Dark Ride. This is in Germany, yes? Yes. Europa Park, Germany. Attractions 360 put this thing up, as you can see. This might have audio. Or is there going to be talking? Seeing the lightning on the ride would be so sick. Oh, it's too cool. What a story. Riding through lightning at Great America. I've always heard Great America is like the greatest of the Six Flags, right? This looks awesome. Good suggestion. Remind me who suggested this one. The greatest of Americas, indeed. This looks very cool. Nice quality animatronics. Nice and dark in here. Oh, okay. Now you know I'm happy. Taste the fog. Taste the fog. Oh, story time with Gabe. Thank you. This is a video. Okay, a coaster. Oh, look at this paradise. Story time with Gabe. Oh, the ship in the distance. Are you kidding me? This is a high quality ride. Look at all this. Look at all this. Oh my gosh, the water trickling, the projections on the water. There's so much to enjoy here, and we're going to go right through this. Are you kidding me? They're going to drench us? Oh, okay. I said, this is going to be intense. They're going to absolutely drench us. They turned it off. That was nice. That thing's got to jam up sometime and not turn off, right? Someone's got to get soaked once in a while. This looks incredible. Nice suggestion, story time. Look at this beautiful little Polynesian sort of village on the water we're traveling through now. There's a lot to look at on this. This is the kind of video you want to watch 4K and full screen it. You got to really look at everything. Look at the little water wheel. Oh my gosh, the amount of detail on here and the quality of just this sort of set. The art design is lovely. Look at the water wheel. The lighting, everything on this is very nice. I gotta ask my sister about this theme park. She's over in Europe, actually, not far from here, I don't think. And I wonder if she's ever been here. She likes to travel. I wonder if she's been here. I gotta suggest it. This is a beautiful world. Look at this. Oh, the bamboo at night with the blue lighting. What the heck's going on here now? Is this... Something's going on up here. It's hard to hear the audio, so it's probably hard to keep up. We're going to go through some kind of gunfight here. Yeah, they're having a gunfight. Floating in a barrel. Shit, this guy's up against it, man. Something cozy about floating in a barrel in the middle of the ocean. Even though you say, oh gosh, I'm doomed, there's something cozy about that. What's happening off... Oh, I was going to say what's happening off there in the distance. That's where we're going. I love that. For a second, I thought we were going left there, but we're actually traveling here towards the light. Look at this half-sunken boat. Oh, and what's in the water? It looked like something was under the water there for a second. A bunch of eels. I might have just been in my mind playing tricks on me. Monster MJ. The maintenance on these rides has to be crazy. You're right. I mean, just think about keeping things. I mean, let alone the mechanical maintenance, but you think about, someone's got to dust these puppets and come through and wash stuff. Things will get dirty just from the air. And to keep the water right, no dead rats floating around. I told this story before, I think. I went to a mini golf park, and it was a beautiful course. And they had this beautiful blue, like fake, kind of cotton candy blue awa everywhere, little awa falls and awa rivers, just this beautiful blue. And lo and behold, I'm looking in this water saying, what a beautiful little place this is. And there's a giant bloated rat floating in the water. I said, holy smokes, how did, someone's got to fish that thing out. And that must happen here. It must happen. I mean, rats are everywhere. Even in a clean place, a rat will get in there once in a while. And somebody's got to fish that thing out before it gets too bloated and explodes, or some a kid reaches in and pulls it out. Then you got a lawsuit. You got a major lawsuit on your hands. That's a lot of work, yeah. Too tempted to drink the water. Isn't that funny? When you're a kid, you just want to drink any water you come across. Even if it's a puddle in a gutter, you say, what the heck's that kid doing drinking out of what's going on there? Why does that kid want to drink that? Look at this. Now we're in the jungle. Oh, and the tiger emerges. That was kind of scary, even though it was a very slow thing, and there was nice camera work there. That kind of freaked me out. That's why Disney parks have cats running around. That's a very, very awesome, Sarah Knight. That's true, isn't it? Look at the monkey hanging there. They're all sticking together. Oh, and the crocodile came up. That was sick as hell. Gosh, this is incredible story time. What a suggestion. I saw there was a couple other suggestions that came through. I probably won't have time to get to everyone, unfortunately. I still have another tab preloaded. This went fast. This was an awesome idea. This was fun. I want to go to a theme park so bad. I just recently went to Universal for the first time in years. Gosh, it was awesome. Because I used to go there multiple times a week before the lockdowns, so we're returning. The smell of Pirates of the Caribbean rank on the list of my all-time smells, Sweater Hands is asking. Well, I guess you'd have to narrow it down to what section of Pirates, because as you know, there's very sort of a little bit different odors in the different areas of Pirates. The Blue Bayou has a very distinct sort of smell as compared to the little Burning Village, the Johnny Depp Ascension area, And then the gunfight sort area, so the big boat fight area has its own sort of smell. They're all pleasant. I've never really had it. It's not a bad smelling ride, actually. Pirates of the Caribbean. This one looks like it smells very nice. I'd imagine it smells very nice in here. Look at the water. It's very clear awa. You can see right into the awa. How about some Roller Coaster Tycoon? Yeah, playing roller coaster and even theme parks sim games to a certain extent are a little bit of a double-edged sword for me, because I love them, but they make me want to be at a theme park so bad that the cooler the thing you're designing gets, the more you want to actually experience it in real life. So it's a weird kind of thing, those kind of games. I used to play them a lot more. Theme park sims and roller coaster sims. A 4D cinema. Wow. Monster MJ telling me the Silver Star ride in Germany is great and there's a 4D cinema. Recently, for the first time, I experienced 4DX. I don't know if you heard about this, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. All right, so I guess that was it. All right, so look, I think we have time for at least one more that was suggested, and it was this. 4K, extreme low light, rock and roller coaster. Oh, this is in Disney Paris? Is this the one? Who suggested this one? Someone suggested this. I think it's going to be good. Oh, can you see who made this video? Let me make sure you know that. This was put up by DLP Welcome. Whoops. Make sure you see this. DLP Welcome put this up, as you can see right there. The Rat King suggested this, okay? Rock and roller coaster. Now, what's the story with this again, Rat King? You like it? This is going to be an insane ride. It looks insane because they're counting us down. You see the number 2 right there. And this thing, we got a little spoiler earlier. This thing's going to blast right out of the gates, isn't it? So this is going to be sick as hell. And low light. I love a low light coaster. They're changing it into an Iron Man ride. This is Rat King's favorite ride. Oh, wow. You hate when something like that happens, right? I still miss Terminator 2. Even though that wasn't a ride, I missed that show so much. I wish they wouldn't have changed it. I hope they never take away Waterworld, even though that's a show too. Waterworld's down right now. I returned to Universal for the first time, and I couldn't see my beloved Waterworld show. That was heartbreaking there, but they're repainting it or whatever they do, so I'm sure it'll be back in full effect. DP, welcome. Put this up. Ready, everyone? Hopefully we'll get a little bit of audio here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Excellent lighting effects. This looks very this looks very good. I love everything about this so far. Holy smokes. Whoa, rings of fire. The lighting on this stuff is very nice. Hard to see. I'll keep that music low. Hopefully we don't get muted. The old Miami Vice show. I never saw that. Oh, you're asking Roger's Base? I never saw it. Just watched the... Oh, Roger Base show. Just watched the Waterworld movie for the first time a few backs. I've rewatched it 3 times since. That's great. I got to watch that thing. Want to hear something funny? I don't think I've ever seen that movie from start to finish in my life, Waterworld. I saw it as a kid, actually, pieces of it. But I've never gone back to rewatch it. But the show, I love so much. I almost don't want to see the movie to spoil the show. Miami Vice, I've seen videos of. I was too young, I think, when that thing was still going. That was before I ever went to Universal, Miami Vice. I never got, to go there when that was still a thing. Well, that was intense as hell. That one you definitely have to be there for. I imagine this ride smells pretty good, too. Those dark rides, something about those dark, fast rides like that usually smell pretty nice. We're going to mellow out here for a second. We only have a minute left. We're going to go back to Citypedia's walkthrough of Islands of Adventure. This worked out well. This is fun. We all want to go to a theme park now and ride on roller coasters, so hopefully we'll get a chance to. Thanks for the suggestions. Too bad I didn't get to even close to everyone's. I think we only got through 2 or 3. That took longer than I thought, but that was sick as hell. That Pirates ride in Germany. Wow, wow, wow. That was fabulous. Thanks for all the suggestions, everyone. Simpsons Waterworld arcade game into a real game? What the heck? Aerosmith. Yeah, they used to play that on the Rockin' Coaster, right? The Miami Vice show, I imagine, was sick as hell. And then before that, it was MASH or something, wasn't it? Was it MASH, or am I confused? Was Miami Vice MASH? Before it was Miami Vice when it was a dirt lot, because I think Miami Vice is a water thing, but I think before Miami Vice, I think MASH, I believe, unless I'm completely off my rocker. Pirates in Shanghai is 1,000 times better than Florida version, Wormhole is saying. A Conan and a Wild West show. I still remember the old West Town in Universal. They just leveled that. It's a plaza now. Anyway, all right. Messages are starting to come in. We got to get into action here. We got to start rolling. The days are just packed, as you know. Thanks for joining me, everyone. This was fun as hell. Thank you, Monster MJ. Europa Park in Germany, 8 years ago. I will see you soon indeed. Everyone, we'll see all of you soon. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. That was fun. Thanks for the suggestions. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. All right? Peace out.